Welcome, brave souls, to our countdown of the top 10 haunted places that will send chills down your spine. Whether you're a seasoned ghost hunter or just someone fascinated by the supernatural, these eerie locations have a reputation that'll keep you up at night. We're talking about places where the veil between our world and the next is thin, where the echoes of tragedy and terror linger in the air. Places where you can almost feel the hair on the back of your neck stand on end. So grab your flashlight because we're about to dive into the dark, mysterious world of the most haunted places on Earth. And finally, at number 1 on our list, we arrive at the Biltmore Estate. This place, it's not just massive, it's imposing. This monstrous mansion built by George Washington Vanderbilt is one of the largest privately owned homes in America. You walk these halls and you can feel the weight of history bearing down on you. But it's not just history that lingers here. It's something else, something darker. The spirits of former residents, including George's mother, Cornelia, are said to still roam these halls. People who've dared to spend the night here, they talk about feeling ice-cold spots, hearing voices whispering from the shadows, seeing the ghostly figure of a woman in a white dress gliding through the darkened corridors. The mansion's dark history, its sheer size, the energy that permeates these walls, it all adds up to create the perfect breeding ground for paranormal activity. Trust me, you can feel it the second you step foot on the property. Coming in at number 2, we set sail on a journey to the legendary, the infamous Queen Mary. This isn't just some luxury liner permanently docked in Long Beach, California. This is a ghost ship in every sense of the word. This vessel has a history that runs deep, dark, and deadly. During World War II, she was a troop transport carrying thousands of soldiers to their fates. They say the ship absorbed the energy of all those souls who perished on board. Soldiers, crew members, even a young girl who drowned in the ship's pool. Guests and staff alike have reported experiencing things they can't explain. Disembodied voices echoing through the steel corridors, the phantom sound of footsteps pacing the decks, apparitions appearing in the dead of night. Whatever happened on this ship, it left an indelible mark, a darkness that lingers to this day. At number 3, we find ourselves drawn to a place where grief and the paranormal collide. The Changeling House in Denver, Colorado. This isn't just a house, it's a vessel for unimaginable sorrow. Legend has it that a woman's child died tragically within these walls. Driven mad by grief, she became convinced that a malevolent spirit, something evil, had taken her baby and replaced it with a changeling. The house has been plagued by unexplained phenomena ever since. Poltergeist activity that chills you to your core. Objects moving on their own as if controlled by unseen hands. Doors slamming shut with bone-jarring force, and an oppressive feeling of sadness, a palpable weight of sorrow that hangs in the air. Those brave enough to spend the night here report hearing the gut-wrenching sounds of a child crying, a mournful wail that echoes through the empty rooms. This is a place where the line between grief and the supernatural blurs, leaving you questioning everything you thought you knew about life and death. Chapter 4. At number 4, we venture deep into the heart of American folklore, to the Bell Witch Cave in Adams, Tennessee. This is one of the most well-documented paranormal cases in American history. The Bell family was tormented by a malevolent entity known as the Bell Witch. Visitors come seeking answers, but be warned, you don't come here looking for the Bell Witch, she finds you. People report hearing strange noises and feeling an unseen presence. They claim to hear a voice, the unmistakable voice of the Bell Witch herself. Chapter 5. At number 5, we check into a hotel that needs no introduction, a place that has become synonymous with horror itself. The Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado. Made famous by Stephen King's terrifying novel, The Shining, this grand old hotel is more than just a place to stay. It's a doorway to another realm. Built in the early 1900s, the Stanley Hotel has borne witness to countless stories, countless lives, and countless deaths. It's said to be home to the restless spirits of former guests, their energy trapped within these walls. Guests have reported all manner of unexplained phenomena. Ghostly piano music echoing through the empty halls, chilling apparitions appearing in the dead of night, the sound of children's laughter where no children exist, the unmistakable sound of footsteps pacing the corridors when you know you're alone. The Stanley Hotel is a place where the line between fact and fiction blurs, where the stories seep into the very foundation of the building, leaving you questioning your sanity. Chapter 6. At number 6, we find ourselves standing in the shadow of Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Built in the early 1800s, it was designed to break the spirit through isolation and silence. Prisoners endured unimaginable torment, their sanity eroded by solitude. Today, whispers of the dead and echoes of suffering permeate this place. Chapter 7. At number 7, we journey deep into the heart of Louisiana, to a place where beauty and brutality collide. The Myrtles Plantation in St. Francisville. Nestled amidst the moss-draped oaks and humid air of the bayou, this plantation holds a dark and troubled past. Built on land once owned by a wealthy plantation owner, this mansion has seen its fair share of tragedy and bloodshed. But it's the story of one particular spirit that chills visitors to the bone. Chloe, a slave who met a gruesome end within these walls. They say her spirit, unable to find peace, still roams the plantation, seeking retribution for the injustices she suffered in life. Guests have reported hearing the distinct sound of footsteps, disembodied voices whispering their names. Some even claim to have glimpsed Chloe's ghostly figure staring out from the windows, her eyes filled with an unspeakable sadness. The Myrtles Plantation is a place where history and the supernatural intertwine, where the echoes of the past continue to haunt the present. At number 8, we travel across the globe to the base of Mount Fuji, to a place shrouded in sorrow and mystery, the Aokigahara Forest in Japan. Known as the Suicide Forest, Aokigahara has become a place of pilgrimage for those seeking to end their lives. The energy here is heavy, oppressive. A palpable sense of despair clings to the very air you breathe. It's said that the spirits of those lost souls who perished here, they linger, trapped between this world and the next. Visitors to this eerie forest report experiencing a strange disorientation, a sense of being watched, of being followed. Time seems to bend and distort within the forest depths, but the most unsettling aspect of Aokigahara is the silence. A heavy, suffocating silence that presses down on you, amplifying every rustle of leaves, every crack of a twig. It's a silence that speaks volumes about the tragedy that has unfolded beneath these ancient trees. At number 9, we descend deep beneath the bustling streets of Paris, into a subterranean world of bones and shadows. The catacombs of Paris. This labyrinth of tunnels, stretching for miles beneath the City of Lights, holds the remains of over 6 million Parisians, their bones stacked high, forming macabre walls that seem to stretch on forever. The air down here is thick, heavy with the weight of death, the smell of dust and decay clinging to your clothes long after you've left. Visitors to this unsettling ossuary have reported experiencing a wide range of paranormal phenomena, the feeling of being watched by unseen eyes, faint whispers carried on the stale air. Some even claim to have encountered full-bodied apparitions, shadowy figures that seem to materialize from the darkness. Others describe a strange sensation, a feeling that the walls themselves are moving, shifting, as if the spirits of the dead are still restless, still searching for a way out of their bony prison. And finally, at number 10, we arrive at a place synonymous with history, royalty, and horror, the Tower of London. For centuries, this fortress has witnessed brutal and bloody chapters in English history. Kings crowned, prisoners tortured, and countless souls met their end here. The tower is more than a landmark, it's a place where the past bleeds into the present. Visitors report unexplained phenomena, ghostly whispers, and chilling footsteps. The most infamous ghost is Anne Boleyn, beheaded on charges of treason and adultery. Her spirit is said to wander the tower, searching for her lost head. There you have it. 10 places that stand as chilling reminders that some things can't be explained, only experienced. These haunted locations are sure to satisfy even the most dedicated ghost enthusiasts. But be warned, these places are not for the faint of heart. If you choose to visit, be prepared to confront the unknown, to face the possibility that we are not alone. Have you visited any of these eerie locations, or do you plan to? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more spine-chilling content. Until next time, keep your lights on and your mind open. You never know what might be lurking in the shadows.